Hello, my name is Claude White, and it is time for NFL playoff picks for 2019, the divisional playoff round, and I'm going to go right into it and start with the Indianapolis Colts going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. As we know, Patrick Mahomes will more than likely be the NFL MVP. He has been that dynamic. I mean, he led the league in touchdowns. We already know the Kansas City Chiefs, the road to the Super Bowl goes through Kansas City, and they were basically led by their offense, especially Patrick Mahomes and their wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, and the tight end, Travis Kelce. Now, we all know that because of an incident, Mr. Kareem Hunt has been out of action for quite some time, and they have not been the same dynamic offense. I mean, they've been very good, but they were dominant early in the season. Now, likewise, the Indianapolis Colts are probably the hottest team in the NFL. You saw what they did to Houston last week, and I'm telling you, this running back, Marlon Mack, he is a difference maker. They have not had a running back like this since Edgerrin James. Trust me on that. And I tell you what, the way that they are built, the Colts, they are built to travel to places like Kansas City. Now, under normal circumstances, to be quite honest, all things being equal, I would normally choose the Kansas City Chiefs to win this particular football game. I do not this particular week. I don't trust Andy Reid. This is the first time Mahomes will be in this type of playoff atmosphere. And even though Kansas City is a very tough place to play during the regular season, in the playoffs, it has been nothing but. And I'm going to be honest, that Kansas City defense is so freaking bad, there is no way I can trust that defense. I cannot do it. Especially the way Andrew Luck has played. I mean, he has been just outstanding. Not just the way that he has done these games. He has been able to adapt to whatever style you want. Whether he has to hand it off 20 to 30 times, he's fine with that. If he has to drop back and get into a shootout, he's got the weapons to do that. Let me tell you something. T.Y. Hilton has been great, but the unsung hero of that team is the tight end, Eric Ebron. He has been magnificent. He has been a security blanket for Mr. Andrew Luck. And also, that offensive line has protected him to no end. And the only thing that Kansas City does well is rush the passer. And that is going to be negated by that Indianapolis Colts offensive line. I like the Colts to win a very close one, 30-27 over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the second game of that evening will be the Dallas Cowboys going into LA, the LA Coliseum, to face the Los Angeles Rams. Jared Goff. They should have a very healthy Todd Gurley coming back. Their receiving corps should be good. Now, Dallas came off a very close win. I, to be honest, thought that Seattle would win that game. They did not. So Dallas moves on to face the Rams. And to be honest, the Rams should be thanking their lucky stars. I do not think they would have beaten Seattle. I do think they will beat the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody's on the Dak Prescott bandwagon. Listen, it is Ezekiel Elliott or bust. You stop Ezekiel Elliott, you stop the Cowboys, okay? Now, the most important player for the Los Angeles Rams next week, it's not going to be Aaron Donald. He's done what he's done all season. Now, in my opinion, Khalil Mack should win the Defensive Player of the Year, even though they lost a heartbreaker last week to the Philadelphia Eagles. But I wouldn't be shocked if Donald won, but the guy next to Aaron Donald is going to have to be the guy who shows up. If Ndamukong Suh plays well, they're going to shut down Zeke Elliott because this is not the same Dallas offensive line. Trust me on that. Now, Prescott, he can make some plays on his feet, but if you force Prescott to go, drop back and pass, keep him in the pocket, they do not, outside of Amari Cooper, they do not have the weapons to stack up against the Rams. Todd Gurley should finally be healthy. I expect big things out of him. Now, that Dallas defense is pretty good. I'm not knocking it, trust me. They did a great job against Seattle, but that Seattle offensive line is not as good as the Rams, and Todd Gurley is much better than Chris Carson. I like the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're going to blow the Cowboys out. I like them 31-20 over the Cowboys. Now, on the Sunday games, the Los Angeles Chargers will face the New England Patriots in Gillette Stadium. Now, a lot of people have been ringing the death knell of Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not, is he deteriorating just a smidgen? Yes, he is. But it's the people around Tom Brady that have deteriorated the most. Rob Gronkowski is just about done. You can stick a fork in him. Ever since Josh Gordon got suspended, the receiving corps has been a joke. Julian Edelman stinks. He's fallen off the cliff. That offensive line is not any good. And the worst part about it is the defense hasn't been all that great, even though they have played better the last couple of weeks. Now, the Chargers came off a big win against the Baltimore Ravens. And as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I'm sick off that. And we will have the Pittsburgh Steelers report probably tomorrow afternoon around happy hour. So any Pittsburgh Steelers fans, be ready for that. But Phillip Rivers has been salivating at the mouth for this. He's been waiting ever since LaDainian Tomlinson pulled a hamstring and Phillip Rivers played on one leg. This was many, many years ago in Foxborough where they lost in the AFC Championship game. He's been looking for this. I love the Chargers in this one. It's going to be a nail-biter, but they are built for this. They are a better road team than home team. I love Joey Bosa in that pass rush. Tom Brady might get knocked out, I'm telling you. If the most important player for the New England Patriots is Sony Michel, the rookie out of Georgia. He runs the ball well, they win. If they don't, they get run over, and they might get blown out the building. But I'm going to give them a puncher's chance. I do like the Chargers here, 24-20. That's the upset special, and I like them to beat the New England Patriots. Now, the final game of the weekend will be the Philadelphia Eagles going up against the New Orleans Saints. Nick Foles, a little bit of magic, and let's face it, the kicker getting the kick blocked a little bit. They're lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and that's what the Eagles are right now. Now they roll into New Orleans, a very well-rested Saints football team. I love the Saints. I'm sorry. I understand that Drew Brees beat them. He beat Nick Foles in Philadelphia years ago. I love him at home, that fast track, those running backs, that defense is well-rested. They're going to be ready for what Nick Foles throws at him. He's not Carson Wentz. I know he's had a good run, and the run ends. I love the Saints. I think the Saints are going all the way to the Super Bowl. It starts on Sunday afternoon, and I love the Saints to win 34-24 over the Philadelphia Eagles. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. This was Claude White Sports Corner. Please take care, and God bless.